Ma kwa by the bad TV Ghana na anɔpɛ na me say me call X and Twitter so me kwa ya hashtag be a trend almost say Mahama is a thief. Na me say oh na Mahama de why am dey Mahama is a thief say. And I'm here say okay men share tweet na man for tweet. Hey, I say the internet does not lie. I say youth now are more and the Twitter that say young boys niggas now a fire or hot I say in some Mahama I can't intro we trying to promise I'm making on master the videos near babon then hey yeah 2024 election mu be do Mahama kind of Ghana for the be campaign until we yeah or call no more yeah presidential debate in some more kind or say I would rather see until yente the Mahama kind hashtag Mahama is a thief until yente the Mahama kind and because Mahama is a thief.
This you talk about creating a sustainable economy, but when you hear people say that they don't have money in their pockets, what would you say to them?
The fact of life is you can only have money in your pockets if you work and earn it. And so there's no magic to put money into people's pockets.
This you talk about creating a
I think say almost trying to short and propaganda ni bi. Person what say I cannot Hana Mama Kazo you cannot put money into people's pockets. A human will be to me mama for. And it's only when he gives you job that is when you can get money. But he will not come and promise you that or this cabbage will put. And it's just say say my Mahama can no. No, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. So and I'll say I won't make any more promises. Mahama swears. We 2014, but they said I was starting making promises. We see another one. Yenti Dokaya amount for their
And again, in 2020, we went again for the election, and again, we lost. But on hindsight, when I think about it, I believe that we owe him a debt of gratitude that we didn't win in 2020.
That we will not accept the result of a flawed election. We are unable to accept the outcome of the election as declared by the Electoral Commission chairperson, Mrs. June Mensah.
We didn't win in 2020.
I want to state categorically and firmly that I've not congratulated any person.
We owe him a debt of gratitude that we didn't win in 2020.
anti hands so that's a man for the akika no mai see any on person mo kire say Mahama ene a o say abato no yen lucy e chen a o say o me da yamia simple say ye lucy ye na o de twen maso o say nipa say no ntumi enye the engine ni ene a say e chen say na just on say why confused into the man for e kan another one so say we ye Seku Nkrumah former president, first president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, the firstborn, Sekou Nkrumah, say, don't be fooled to vote for corrupt and incompetent Mahama again. Dr. Sekou Nkrumah wants until we assembly or kind of tramti. As a man for the same amount for can from Mahama, one, I feel more the edit. Meaning, didn't you pay ya and 17th November, a month for started a Mahama once. Yenti win so. Wait, I know what kind of BBC say. Have you taken any bribe before? No, say me as a person or as Mahama. When to me, I can't do.
What about you, Mr. President? Have you been offered a bribe before?
You mean as president?
As John Mahama,
As a human being?
as a person?
Any human being in the world would have a
Common question. Have you been over? No, and no amount for say Mahama, just a Mahama Yenji Nindi. Na a hands amount for the record. Just say Sika Mahama Edi. And ye easy cry. Where scandals are according to people, Mahama scandals are where 1 million fire service scandal, $400 billion, 280 million Saglemi housing, 144 million construction pioneered, where 7.9 million NSS scandal, where 72 million SNET software scandal, 175 million loan to build hospitals spent on NDC re-election research, where 4.4 million Kumasi Ratri Park scandal. Who's that? That's what I have always been telling people. Say the reason why if you want Muhammad to come back, I don't know why he want him to come back. The only reason why people give me say I'm person NDC back is because MPP for one from and I said, yeah, now you can say MPP for bed just something different. But as almost so corruption kakra, now we promises kakra, now we kakra into I say we are disappointed into no. So the NDC inside me continue sa nsemuna na moody no. Omo sanse be continue bi. If that is the only reason why I person NDC back, I don't care. Then the moment. But some can say be NDC forever baby papa. Baby papa. Yo, when see a video where I will be so that was it Tracy Boache was charging John Mahama $7 million for sex. Aisha Modi alleges. Hey. with the manti do maminti.
Munka Chesi Bachi say, and now Mahama so they when you sika, Sanka one fraude, and to be Mahama and go on no body. Because me dia say Mahama ni oba fun, oba nyai, oba tantan, oba nunya kono, because die. Amana do to Mahama $7 million at CB. I call worry Bema quite 40 years. I on pebre because of Bema sika. Maya ready, rich woman, boss woman, rich woman, boss woman, baby chain, coins of fire with Usika. Na enye kotia na bodama. Anka wo president no die den. Ema wo nya no evidence de koye den. Ema wo nya no evidence. E de koma kwasia mpenye efia so asnega. Hey, what point Paul mame?
Nti we nso yɛ one of the videos obi di abeto ba sɛ ɔka Mahama no wamɔ sɛ wanka sɛ John Mahama ana sɛ ex-president Mahama ɔsɛ Mahama for dem dɔɔso. Nti ɛno ne asɛm a ɛsi we nso bɛyɛ twesibuahye papa no a Mahama nso anka ho asɛm biara. Nti ɛna we de aba beto ɔsɛ Mahama is a thief. Nti ɛnyɛ easy. Ha nso na ɔbɛka sɛ obi nso de we abeto ha na Kwame na ɔnso ha adwen pa o. Aponche funu Mahama is it ora mu di penny atem so nti yentie de ha so video we de na oka wo
Drive from the point that Africa has significant fragilities that make us particularly vulnerable to the effects of global disruptions such as the pandemic we're just coming out of. We're always going to be the hardest hit by a phenomenon of that magnitude. The COVID-19 pandemic was therefore a most unwelcome and unpleasant eventuality that impacted the continent severely. Data from the Economic Commission of Africa, ECA, shows that COVID-19 created the continent's worst recession in 50 years, with real GDP shrinking by 3%, averagely by 3% in 2020. Before the pandemic, poverty reduction was already a major challenge. The pandemic is estimated to have dragged
up in Amaka we no na oko I think oko university bi wo US and oko ma lecture say excuse me COVID-19 e bae no aha Africa for pa eno na ama yema bebre aka echiri na ehete Africa yi nti na amanfo ka say je say mo woga na ade amo say COVID-19 na ban we de woka bibia COVID-19 we ya COVID-19 omoboa on mismanagement enye COVID-19 bia enso so wokọ abroche de wakwaje tumi say COVID-19 no akoso problem e wa Africa na say wanga say wo yo bia on kind of na say ene de amanfo de no ma e ba bonten we nso ye o say 3.9 euros million Airbus bribery scandal. Interpol issues arrest warrant. When so Airbus 2020 no Airbus assembly and so buyer say yankwa ehun de ekokusie ma temi de yes obedi akire MPP for am one nti na so no so no and akire na say oman for the number be Airbus bonte. When so another one and we the medical yaka 144 million construction pioneers scandal. Serious. And I yenti the abranti we can see the difference between Dr. Baumia and John Mahama. Yenti the okay.
Me fa Dr. Baumia and to John Mahama. Ampa no cre. Yet me fa Dr. Baumia to John Mahama. In terms of say, Dr. Baumia is corrupt. Dr. Baumia on ye corrupt. On kwaji ademudieda. The president in certain committee say, yen shushani muda. What is it? Kufuada certain committee say, yen shushani Dr. Baumia muda. But John Mahama de. The president had now our free the late AJ Mills or Satia committee say, Yan Jusha Domama, no Asuma the song to play by Combra. Now Domama so call any atonoso. Play hangout the Baje Ghana for $17 million. The office play the Munum Kekeno, Utiano $1 million. Domahama, Utumi for Dr. Baumyanko to Domama. Ebio, Domahama, Esse or Ya Debia Magana for your friend mobile money interoperability. Interoperability ni nyina say me wo sika wo me Vodafone so na me send akọ MTN so na me send efi MTN so akọ Airtel Tigo so na me defi me bank account so e ba me wallet mu na me defi me wallet mu ye ne e kọ me bank account so sa transaction na ye no your friend mobile money interoperability John Mahama say o ya magana for Dr. Baumia ba no si there be etwetwe so me twa sa e deal we mu John Mahama say o ya magana for with a value of $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion. Send mama send keke no. $1.2 billion. Dr. Baumia by no semetem, the BNC. Now may you sue $4 million. Obi you see $1.2 billion for a mobile money interoperability. Dr. Baumia Chemu and now you see $4 million and a mobile money interoperability. No, it was every Ghana saying over $1 billion.
I think so that this story, I remember, and this is one of the things I but me amount for the pen as say, I say 1.2 billion, but me I did just 4 million at the year BBI, and I think this was one of the milestones. But me to me achieve here. So all these things, no, unfortunately, Ghanaians have forgotten, and they think that Mahama is now the best option. I think that it's bad. Another one, so as I said, there are a lot of scandals. Amount for start a post. Let me also let us
They are doing it for President.
Mahama is only consistent.
Yes, somebody gave him what we're entitled to, and probably they are doing it for President Kufuor, but they are not doing it for him.
So there was some arrangement as to what
It was approved in Parliament. Normally, when you leave,
Yes.
they approve what should be done for
but
you.
you are not being
It's not being
given
done.
those-
It's not being done for me.
A few moments later.
And now I'm a pensioner. Where am I going to get that money to come and pay back? I'm unemployed. And you say, bring yours to show that you have good faith. I have no source of income. You say I shouldn't work. They say presidents should not hold office of profit. So you gave it to me, I spent it. Then you come and say, I should refund it. Where am I going to refund it from?
Nti we so another thing about S Gracia no a ɔkɔka sɛ ne S Gracia no yɛntua ama no. Ɛna I Peace FM man a ɔyɛ sports yi, yes, Dan Kwaku yɛ bɔ bɛka sɛ Mahama sɛ wo se Mahama ka sɛ ɔba a ɔbɛka sɛ X Gracia. Odi kan ka sɛ ne S Gracia no yɛmfa ama no. Ɛna afei ɔyɛ sɛ ɔba a ɔbɛka sɛ S Gracia mu. Ɛna Dan Kwaku yɛ bɔ bɛka sɛ wo so ɔbɛka sɛ S Gracia mu deɛ ɛna de yɛde ama wo nyinaa return. Ɛha na Mahama reply sɛ ɔno no ɔyɛ pensioner ɔnyɛ adwuma. Ti sika mu de ama no ma no adi awie no ɔnreturn ɔnkɔfa firi no ɔnreturn. Na yɛ sɛ deɛ odi kan ɛka sɛ yɛntua ama no no otwa ntorɔ because wo se yɛntua ama afei deɛ wo se sika bi a yɛde ama obi a wadi awie na sika bi na yɛde ma wo na sɛ wonya obi a woka nokorɛ. And so people are now bringing a lot of things. Yɛntie wei nso.
We are pioneer and cement bottle back 800 cedis.
Nti ha sɛ nso na ɔkɔka cement bɔtɔ baako yɛ 800 series instead of sɛ ɔbɛkɔka fertilizer no woyɛ kurani a cement bɔtɔ ɛboɔ baako yɛ 800 series. And so the people were trying to say tell you ɛnyɛ cement ɛyɛ fertilizer still ɔno ka sɛ ntorɔ no ɛna dwom sɛ cement yɛ 800 series yɛkan koraa na sɛ wɔyɛ confused ɔnim deɛ ɔmo ka. Yɛnhwɛ another one. Wei lady wei so ɔsɛ yɛnyɛ dɛ.
John Mahama. Now Mahama so some president
No, for let everything aside, after some Mahama lose the election in 2016, no, he himself never thought say Ghanaians would even want him to come back as a president, honestly speaking. In Tonangazana, according to the story, say, and this is also a buyer catching his own same remedy, no one say, hey, because I remember after the 2016 election, no, for almost about 1 year, and Mahama and Kasa, and NDC for were quiet because Omunim the Omodi Ghana for. But I think say a referee so I told you na enye I told you na enye. And there are a lot of videos I call Twitter over to me I share. Where Solomon Kansa or Fire Mahama yente the Solomon Kansa.
Na yawo candidate what's your own go what's your penalty still yes you fan sanko bo match anti make NDC you achita for there Ecclesiastes 3:1
I say,
Bibiana nemre ye wanije mre ye wa awerɛhoɔ mre ye wa adwuma nemre anti emra ye duru ya ye wa adwuma ndin da anim ɔyɛ Dr. Komna before nemre emra ɔba bɛhyia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia same before Tomana ɔba bɛka kyɛ Ghana fo sɛ no anya me na meyɛ president.
Okay, so as for this, if the MP for more tries and you see the Solomon Kansa can't hear Mahama during the election, I almost know they can Japan for so team catch about me so NDC for started so omu twitwa nketenkete abare am so mo be kire mo pa because can Japan omu team no dey nsem omu kan fa ba me no masa na no ohye pa and this be omu hye da ma HFM for delete all those videos from on Facebook pages because utie bi a ore kra be ho. And there's another one. Mr. Mahama sold our port to a French billionaire at an amount of $3.8 billion instead of 7.9 billion dollars in the MP's port deal. I don't understand whatever. So we another issue of Mahama or tongue tema port. Emma French in Libya, Emma they say no Okranoma free Abuja Kogana port board and then because Bonina a control Bibia. There are a lot of things that this man did.
Where we the MPS a deal no? The Jomahama signing you know.
Makai some section.
Now as of Magana 7.9 billion dollars. NDC for J 3.8 billion. 4.1 billion. The quantity is 4.1 trillion.
But in that deal, are you aware say it was reviewed?
Maybe
by the finance ministry.
The figures no because contract almost was some BBA in a year. 87.9. Tax holiday of $832 million. Now says French company no. My talk where the Ghana port I'm for 35 years. So tax in $832 million. I don't know. It missing as a cathedral on country.
It's okay. So ODH a lot of things. The cost of circle interchange and the Mahama is building for 4 interchanges under Nanado. So I'm gonna say Mahama interchange or building was circle no, but Umiamo did the same amount now building 4 interchanges. So that's what people are saying. And so there are a lot of things. Baha to say I know she pa enye easy. Oma pastors for bisika sɛ ɔmo nkɔ Israel ɛno no koraa $600,000 ɛna ɛde ma ɔmo. I'm say Kenya Japan yɛntie deɛ ɔno nso ka fa Mahama ho.
If Ghanaians were voting, why should John Mahama not be an option?
The fear of John Mahama coming to power is that one, John Mahama has not proven himself to be a good leader because he failed this country. So giving him another opportunity, like when when he went out of power, he was going around now telling people that he has learned his lesson. This man, from his track record, he needs only one term, 4 years. Even when he knew that if he manages the economy well, he will have another term opportunity, that he could not even do it. Now that he has only one term, God knows what this man is coming to do if it is not greed. So I'm scared for Ghanaians that alternative is not good for us, especially this message goes to MPP.
Nti wei it's just a message in the Bible. I will call her Mahama Airbus. Mahama led the most corrupt government in Ghana's history. Rawlings. I want to say Rawlings ne can't ask them. So a lot of things. My MPP has collapsed many of the factories are built. John Mahama ne just say Bahama Oban so when see factory behind so I say MPP for collapse. And so a lot of them going on and Ghana kakan for any internet they say but another one said the Baumia is useless. So I also do Mahama is a thief, Baumia is useless. So the best person should have been Kennedy Japan. Based on what people are looking at. But unfortunately, Ghanaian youth are looking at quick the Ebekomo bottom and Nisika between the bra, but they are not looking at the future investment. And this Baumia guy has foresight. That is what I like about him. I hope say in the to me when you have 4 years now, the faith that we have. In fact, one thing is Nanado and then Domuka Kawina. Nanado has done his part, but he has failed in most of the part, especially when it comes to minister reshuffling. One reshuffle, finance minister, I'm up with Sesano, one Sesano, Kwane, president, you can't seem to be at your wunty. ɛba ne nsa na wobɛtumi ayɛ ɛsɛ ewiase wobɛtumi ayɛ papa bebrebe but woyɛ bɔne baako ntumi sɛ nneɛma bebrebe and that is life. Nyankopɔn koraa sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ papaa de ɔsɛ de wobɛtumi agyina ɛkɔdu awieeɛ no ɔno na yɛbɛma no abasebɔdeɛ. So it is even natural. So you don't say me deɛ amanfoɔ bɛka mentie. Sesan wei yɛ wei sesan nkurɔfoɔ wɔyɛ mu sika yɛbɛgye corruption and nanado obi a bɛyɛ corrupt biara nanado say wei ɔyɛ ɔn sɛ sometimes you can be development when yɛba development and nanado has done a lot of things road construction wayɛ nneɛma bebree but corruption ade bi a ɛha Africa for. And no matter how good you are as a president, no matter how the infrastructure is, say want to me and chin pa baku me be and two ama for who say no masa people don't like that. Inka ye pobi anka president bi anka betumi aba pananka we na breso otumi achi ono anka se ni pa baku mako me be atum. Nka such a president will anka be easy amano keke. Wo dia oba men nya hwe o. Oba men develop men construct road men nya hwe a. Che obi oyɛ krɔnfo bia be nipa bɛsɛ mako miɛnsa bi tum kɛkɛ. That's what Ghanaians want. So Africa for naturally nkasa na wo kɔ kwa obi ahyi. But how much more omo a yɛnim so omo di bɔne na wo nkyɛ omo ntum. Ɛno ne problem nti obi a ɔte ne baby kɔ bɔ ne bra kɔ ɔnyɛ obi a hwɛ kra na obi kɔ abɔ mpa sɛ sika be firi nsa bibi bɛto no. How much more obi a ɔyɛ MP na ɔyɛ minister bi a wakɔ wi na wakɔ kyena tum. Na Ghana for bɛbɔ aba so. But that is their willpower to fight corruption is the problem now. Nti ade ne de saa na yɛbɛkɔ nti